Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time you guys are tuning in to today's conversation. My name is Letitia Campbell, and I have an awesome topic to talk to you guys about today. It's all about the KLT factor. And I hope you guys really enjoyed today's talking points because, Miyoko and I have been really talking about this practically all day yesterday after yesterday's show. So I know you guys are definitely going to be, I know you guys are definitely going to get a lot of value out of today's conversation. If that's something you're ready for, go ahead and do me a quick favor and type in the word value in the chat. Go ahead and type in the word value in the comments if you are looking to get value out of today. So for those of you who are new to me, my name is Letitia Campbell. I'm a mother of 5 amazing children. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for now going on 8 years. Okay. And I'm your number one email marketing strategist, system strategist, and thought leader as well. So thank you guys. I see y'all coming on in the room. Thank you guys so much. If y'all can do me a favor, if you can hear me well, like there's no noise interruption today, my 5 kids are off from school. Yeah, I know it's a shout out to everyone who's celebrating Yom Kippur. Yes, it's a day off from school today. So you're probably going to hear a lot of fumbling and thumbling in the background. The kids are all right. They're just, being kids. So I hope you guys don't mind too much, right? So yes, type in one in the chat if you guys can hear and see me good so I don't have to correct my mic volume or eliminate any noise that is going on in the background. Hey T, long time no see. How you doing, sis? Thank you so much for hopping on. Yes, value, value, value. Yes. Okay, my sound is fine. Good. I feel like I'm sounding a little bit loud, so let me go ahead. I have a loud pitched voice anyway, so I'm gonna turn down my mic volume just a tiny bit, so there's not all that loud noise disturbance. Okay, great. You guys can see me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So today's conversation is going to be really, really good. Before I get started, though, let me send out a quick and super fast email blast to share out this broadcast. While I'm doing that, if you're tuning in live right now, if you're tuning in on the replay, you also please share out this broadcast. Get it out to people that really, really, really needs to hear this information. Okay. Because we're going to jump into some heavy content today. We're not going to keep you guys on too long. Miyoko, my co-host, is actually at an event right now. So hopefully he'll be able to hop on. But yes, so shout out to everybody who's going to be joining. A huge, huge, huge shout out, y'all. Like I said yesterday, do not depend on social media to be the only form of communication. A lot of times your audience is not really logged into their social media platforms as much as you are. So sending out that email blast is very, very important. So I'm going to go ahead and just send a quick email out. All right. Boom. Takes about a couple of seconds, right? Because there's no point in speaking to an empty room, right? Amen. No point in speaking to an empty room. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump into today's conversation. Really quick housekeeping, though. Miyoko and I have created a brand spanking new signature process builder. And if you're interested in learning more about that and grabbing it, it's an amazing guide. Just go ahead and type the number 7 in the chat and I will send you the information. Those of you who typed number 7 in the chat yesterday, I will reach out to y'all today. I'm sorry I got super sidetracked yesterday, but I will definitely send you guys out that information today. And throughout this broadcast, just go ahead and type 7 because you're going to get a lot of value out of that. All right. So yesterday's conversation was awesome. Let's make sure to participate. You guys commenting and liking and sharing is very much so important. So always feel free to contribute to the content, to the information by dropping a quick comment. And I'm going to also go an extra step here real quick, ladies, and just go ahead and just send out a couple of text messages here. Again, for those of you who just hopped on, just go ahead and type in 1. Go ahead and do me a quick favor and type in the number 1 in the chat. Again, that lets me know that you guys can still see and hear me clearly, y'all. See and hear me clearly, y'all, right? So I'm going to send out one quick message real quick, right, to some last few people. All right. And then we're going to go and get started right away, y'all. Again, today's going to be a great conversation. You guys will definitely get your pen and get your papers out. So do me a favor. Go ahead and type me, even if you're watching this on the replay. Go ahead and type in me in the chat right now if you ever heard of the term know, like, and trust. Go ahead and type me. I'll wait. I'll wait. Go ahead and type me in the chat if you ever heard the term know, like, and trust. Okay. Know, like, and trust. All right. I remember early on in my business journey, probably since 2016, I've heard of that term know, like, and trust, right? They'll say it in these terms. You got to get your audience to know you, to like you, and to trust you. So go ahead and type in me in the chat and let us know, have you ever heard that term? Have you ever heard of that term before? So we're going to flip it a little bit today. We're going to flip it a little bit today because even though it's obvious what the know, like, and trust factor is, we're calling it the KLT factor. We're calling it the KLT factor. I think that's so cute. It reminds me of KFC, and all of us grew up eating some KFC, right? But yeah, the know, like, and trust factor. We want to flip the coin. I want to flip the coin a little bit today about that. I want to flip it a little bit because in terms of how I want to articulate it today, the know, like, and trust factor, we can go a little bit more deeper, right? So we can hit our audience the right way. So we can show up in such a way that we become undeniably sought after. And that's what we always want. We want to be in demand all the time. So let's first start with the no factor. Let's first start with the no, right? Your clients need to know you before they buy. Your clients need to know you before they buy. Before they buy. So you got to think outside the box. You got to think bigger than what you're selling, right? You got to dive into what is the main problem that you're solving, that you're trying to solve with your audience. But you also need to know them. You also need to know them. You need to know what they are struggling with right now. A lot of times we sell the destination, right? Like people say, sell a destination, not the plane. And that's all true. But at the end of the day, they may be struggling with things right now that's stopping them from getting to the destination. So what are they struggles? What are they struggling with right now currently? And I know the easy answer is, oh, they're probably struggling with money. That's the surface answer. You got to go more deeper than that, right? What do they value right now? What do they value? Is it freedom? Is it organization? Is it rebuilding? You know what I'm saying? What do they value right now? Okay, is it family? Is it faith? If it's fitness, is it finance? What is it? What is it that your dreamy customer or client is valuing right now in this current state? And what language are they using? Languages ties into their personal beliefs. That's so important, y'all. So if you don't, you'll waste time building offers that they never want, right? And guys, I was just sharing on one of my sister to sister connection shows yesterday, and we talked about this. We only have 90 days. You only have 89 days to close out this year, to close out 2025 with extreme success, right? That's not another time that needs to be wasting. That's the best time for you to get out there on social media or off social media or both, to get out there and actually know your clients' needs, so that way they can purchase from you. So that way they can move. Really, purchase just means to move to that next step. To move to that next step, whether it be sign up for your email list or going to your website or purchasing something, or whether them following you. What is that next step? Okay, what is that next step that's going to get them to know you even more? Make sense? All right, let's go into point number 2, which is the like. Point number 2, which is the like. Okay, clients want to like who they're buying from. Nobody invests in someone they dislike. Are you likable? Are you likable? We show out that we're likable through 7 ways, not 7 ways, through many ways, more than 7, right? But it's not just like your appearance. Obviously, people do judge a book by its cover, but beyond that, you have to have some type of substance, right? So liking for me means you're showing up consistently. They're seeing you all the time, not just once a week, multiple times a week, right? So clients really go to like you, but here's the kicker. Do you even like the people that you're serving? Do you even like the people that you're serving? Guys, when you call to serve, that's not easy. Okay? I'll tell you right now. When you are called to serve, especially in this business space, it is not easy. You're going to be serving all kinds of people. All kinds of people have that one particular struggle, have that one particular problem. So if you don't enjoy their energy, right, the stage that they are currently right now in their life or their mindset, your business will be heavy. I remember having coaches in the past, even though they were amazing people, and I've learned so much from them. But I've been around a lot of coaches that I can honestly say didn't really like the people that they were serving. The minute you ask them a question, they get an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, you're like, well, we're like, whoa, 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 what we're paying you. We're paying you to ask questions and answer our questions. So instead of us making every conversation and every experience once the transaction happens, right, and then we turn away and sort of have this dislike or discord for our clients, we got to understand that we have to like and love and enjoy the people that we're serving. And it's so interesting that I'm talking about this today because this year marks how many years I had a client. Her name was Germaine, a really loyal longtime client. She passed away back in 2021, and I have to honestly say that even though she was a client of mine, I genuinely loved her. God rest her soul. But I genuinely loved her. Germaine, guys, go on my social media. I just posted about her today. This is a type of client I had that literally any event that I was hosting, that I was speaking at, she would fly out to see me. I mean, she was such an amazing person. And the thing is that as a mentor and coach, if you don't have like a liking for the people that you're serving, where they play a role in your life and you play a role in theirs, it when this happens, it makes your business fulfilling. Hey, Candace. All right. Hey, Candace. How you doing, sis? Thank you so much for hopping on, right? So, hey, LaShawn. Guys, thank you guys for so much for joining us in our streaming room. We have a streaming room over here on StreamYard. We love you guys to hang out with us here, right? We love it when you guys hang out with us here. So, again, I would LaShawn, Candace, I want to ask y'all a question. Is it important to you for you to like your audience? For we know that we always want our audience to like us, but is it important to you for you to also like your audience? Okay. Do you like the people that you are serving? Right? Hey, here's Miyoko. Do you like the people that you are serving? Hey, how you doing, buddy? Are we both
Hey, what's happening?
suited up today? I love it. I love it. I love it. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. Ripping and running, you know me.
I told him that you was traveling, you was speaking at an event and all that.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
give
But I'm
Miyoko
here. I'm here. I
congratulations.
made it. I made it.
You made it. You made it. So we just got to the like. We just finished the no, and
Oh, I
we
missed
got
it. No.
to you missed the no. We can go back. We can totally
Nah,
go back.
nah,
We have time. Hmm.
no, no. I
Yes,
want to be
but
respectful of everybody's
what do you
time.
have to add to the like? Because I said that it's very important that they like the people that they serve, and I talked about how early on in my coaching journey, I used to have coaches and mentors that they enjoyed us paying them, but when you had a question, they sort of always had an attitude or something
Mhm,
like that. And I find that especially in this business world, I don't know if it's an ego thing or what,
mhm.
you know,
I,
but people enjoy the money more than the people. It's like the commission, or was the commission over admission, right?
mhm.
So what do you have to say to this part
I
here, the
think
like?
when it comes to like, no like and trust, the like factor, I feel like that's a more simplistic way of saying it is you want to do business with people you have a chemistry with. And what I mean by that is no matter how much money you're paid, no matter how much you love doing, nobody wants to work with somebody that sucks the energy out of them. Nobody. I've I'm telling it's the interesting thing about that is I've had some of my biggest issues from clients that have paid me the least, right? But what I that's a whole nother topic, right? Want to stay focused. So like the like factor, having a chemistry is important. Um, Sometimes you'll realize that when you actually align your audience with who you are and your personal brand, oftentimes you're going to have a lot of the same things in common. If you do this the right way, you'll have a lot of the same things in common. So by default, there'll be a chemistry there already. So that's what you mean by the know, like, and trust when it comes to that whole thing. So you want to actually involve yourself and do business with people you actually would want to say hi to, would want to exchange some words with. You don't want to just have a client that's a transactional situation. So liking is very important. And that don't mean you got to be like, oh my God, I just like my clients. But you want to have some type of chemistry with your clients, a good professional working chemistry, and a few things in common. I think that's important. I think that's what a lot of people don't look at having clients from that perspective. So
I love
that's
that
my
because
take on
right. What's awesome about having a business versus working at a job, and just from my personal experience, is that we choose the people that we're around as a business
it.
owner.
Right,
When you
right.
work in, especially in corporate, you don't know who's coming in that door. You know what I mean? It's like you just gotta deal with what you get. But you know, we also talk about this part too, because I know I get this a lot from clients where they may be in a situation where they've gotten desperate for money. I know COVID has shifted, even though it's
Right.
was been a while ago, from that experience for those businesses who were not prepared, right, or were not flourishing. The COVID has shifted a lot of things for a lot of the income for a lot of people. So a lot of people in business took on clients that out of desperation and sort of
Mhm.
like feeling like you stuck with that, you
Right.
know. And that to me is horrible. I mean people have done it, and how do you get back from that? How do you just say turn things around? Because when you're working with clients and customers that you don't necessarily have the chemistry with, it can make
Mhm.
you not be in love or excited about your business anymore. It may
Absolutely.
feel like a job. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think that goes back to mindset. We talk about
Hmm.
mindset all the time. I think
Right.
when you have a scarcity mindset, you kind of fall into that thing. Now, listen, I've been guilty of it. I'm
Yep.
sure you have,
Yep. I
to where
have.
money has been running low a little bit, and you're
Hmm.
like, hey, I want to pick up some
Hmm.
clientele.
Hmm.
I do it, but don't make that a habit.
Hmm.
That's the
Hmm.
thing. When that becomes a habit, because you may, as a business strategy, say, hey, you know what? These aren't
Hmm.
really my ideal clients, but
Hmm.
it's gonna put more money in the bank, and I can manage it fine. But when you start basing your entire business around it,
Hmm.
then you have a problem.
That's right.
You don't want it to be a mindset action.
Hmm.
You want it to be strategic,
That's right.
because
That's
it's the
right.
same thing as somebody working in a professional field
Hmm.
saying this isn't ultimately the job I want to be at, but I'm working my way up the ladder. It's the same way. And I want to kind of mention it when you're talking about the like. One more thing. Every company has a hiring process, right? They have you fill out your resume. They sit down with you. They sit in a chair like this, and they say, "So, Mr. Jones or Samantha, I guess I'll start with what made you interested in the position. We should be doing this to our clients. All right, Joseph, Tamika, why should I work with you?" But we don't come from that type of energy. We don't come from that type of mindset. You see
We
how that's
do.
completely different?
That positions us differently, big time. You
But it
know.
does something psychologically too, though.
Yeah.
What it
Yeah.
does is it makes them think like, wait a second, they're not trying to sell me. Like they're
Right.
asking me like why they should spend their time and energy working with me.
Exactly.
So now it's just
Exactly.
like, man, I want to work with them because now I want to prove myself. Like
Exactly.
I want to do this. So
Right.
it's psychology. Like, but
And
you
it's
have to
holding
say
them
it's
accountable.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I love that. I love that. Let's go to the comments real quick before we move on to the next thing.
Sure.
So Candace said, for the most part, I do like my audience. There's a few bad actors, and yes, I said actors. She said what she said. Yes, I think it like it's. I'm just saying this from my recent experience I had with somebody that I had to sort of distance myself from. Um, I say it's not aligned. I feel like sometimes people come to you and us not using the strategy that Miyoko just said about sort of like us interviewing the potential clients that
Right.
come to us. I'm going to adopt that starting today, but it's after a while you see that there's character flaws, there's misalignments, and that just me thinking that way prevents me from getting upset at people. Just say, hey, this is not we're not aligned, so maybe this would be the best direction for you. But I agree, there are some you know, misaligned people out there that come to us, for
All right.
different reasons. Go ahead.
So let me break that down, Candace. I'm gonna break that
Hmm.
down. So
Hmm.
I'll apply to friendships, right?
Hmm.
There's certain friends, no matter what, they are gonna rock with you. They're dependent.
Hmm.
They're gonna support you 1,000%.
Hmm.
Even when you're wrong, they're gonna say you're wrong, but I
Hmm.
still got your back because
Hmm.
I'm your friend. Not
Hmm.
to say they're gonna go along with you, but they're still there for some kind of support,
Hmm.
right? You have clients the same way. They're loyal. They will follow you to the ends of
Hmm.
the earth, no matter
Hmm.
what, right?
Hmm.
Then you got some friends. They may have a little sticky finger problem, which means like they like to steal things.
Yes.
Okay,
Some families
now,
like that.
but they're honest. They'll say, "Listen, I got a little problem.
Mhm.
You might not want to leave stuff around me,
Right, right.
right?" So they're a different kind of friend, right? So you have some friends that they got some little they may have a screw or two loose, right?
Hmm.
Then you have people that are just associates.
Hmm.
They're nice to talk to, say hello, how's the family? Cool, my family's good. All right, have a good one.
Hmm.
Now, none of these people are remotely bad for business,
Hmm.
but it's about the position that you place them in.
Yes, yes.
All right. So it's the same thing for our clients. There are some clients that are diehard loyal people that you
Hmm.
want to place into your community.
Right.
Then there's other clients that are like, all right, okay, all right, Malik, all right, cool. You made some money, such and such. You don't really want to go to the next level. You comfortable where you at? You stay there,
Right.
right? So he may invest in a course. He may do very well in his life,
Hmm.
and that may be all he needs, and he doesn't invest anything else with me anymore,
Hmm.
right? Then there's the clients that you have. They buy any and everything that you have.
Hmm.
They don't apply it.
Hmm.
They don't
Hmm.
apply it. It's just
They don't
like,
apply.
hey, you're not getting the results.
Hmm.
They're acting like they're applying it, but they're
Yep.
not applying it.
Right.
But
Right.
yet these people still are people that have at some point bought into your mission and bought into what you're doing.
Hmm.
So none of them are really bad.
Right. Right. That's true. That makes
So
total sense.
that's
Yeah.
how I look at my clients. Like not everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, Miyoko, I'm going to every retreat,
Hmm.
I'm buying
Hmm.
every course.
And
Like,
that's okay.
and
Yeah.
it is okay. They may
Hmm.
say, I bought a course, you changed my life. I'm good for now. Or I'm
Hmm.
good forever.
Hmm.
Doesn't make them any better than the other person. It's just that remember this and write this down. Every client has a different commitment level. Now, it's your job as a business owner, as somebody with a personal brand, to use ways in your marketing, in your posts, in your speech to determine exactly how committed each client is. That's what you have to determine. It's the commitment level.
That's right. And
And I'm going to use
everybody,
you as an example, Letitia. I got to.
go ahead. I don't mind.
So, for those of you who don't know,
Hmm.
I actually coach Letitia.
Yes, you do.
So, but before I started coaching her, she avoided me like the plague.
Like the plague. And I'm good at
Like
avoiding
the
people.
plague.
I'm really good. I haven't mapped down to a science. Go ahead.
Like she really, her avoidance behavior was top notch. but
Some people equate it to like a
but she
fortress. You ever
but
seen a
listen, but
castle?
she was avoiding me because she knew that once she went down a certain path, she couldn't turn back from it.
Right.
And she didn't know whether or not she was ready for going down that path, but
Hmm.
she was committed.
Hmm.
Once she started doing it, she was committed.
Right. Thank you.
And I literally must say, if you don't mind me sharing,
Go
like
ahead. I'll go there.
you took sleeping pills every single night,
Yes,
right?
I did.
Right. But you committed to a particular process. And as of today, how long has it been since you've taken a sleeping
It's
pill?
been over a year since last
Year.
September. And
Over a
y'all
year.
got to understand, I was taking those pills religiously every single day. Sleep aids, Unisom, all the brands, except for the prescription ones, because they
Mhm.
say I didn't go that far. But
Right.
yes, I was a consistent user of those pills.
I'm
Yeah.
using you as an example because people would say, "How the heck did how the heck do you go from taking sleeping pills, right, to like remove yourself from the burnout and to calm your mind to
Hmm.
not taking sleeping pills?" And this guy's not a therapist or anything, right?
Hmm.
The whole point I'm trying to make is when you are committed to changing something
Yes.
and you apply what somebody is that knows how to help you or know how to guide you in the right direction is doing, you're going to see results. Now, I can take Letitia and I could take somebody else that had the same obstacle
Hmm.
and they won't get the same results she's getting,
Right.
right? Because their commitment level might be different.
Mm,
That's what I'm
that's
talking
true.
about.
That's
Your
true.
commitment has their commitment levels are different from client to client. Never forget that.
Yeah.
All right? Never
That's
forget that.
That's important, y'all. That's definitely important. I hope you guys get inspired by that because it's the truth. It's total truth. So let's move on to the next point for today, y'all. It's the
Oh,
last
last one.
one, which is trust. Clients must trust that you are going to deliver. Yes. Yes, that's true.
Uh-huh.
Right? But there is a small flip side, right? Is there a flip side, Miyoko?
Absolutely.
You also need to trust your clients.
Bingo. I want y'all to type a one in the chat. If you never considered trusting your client,
Hmm.
type a two in the chat if you already have that mentality. And be honest.
Be honest.
Do
Do
you
you
really
trust
look
your
at your
clients?
clientele and say, you know what? Do I really trust that they're going to do the work?
Hmm.
Because if you got a client that's not going to do the work, you got no testimonials,
Mm-mm.
you got no positive feedback,
Mm-mm.
you have no social proof.
Right, right.
You got to be able to trust that your clients, if they're going to get results, one, they can get the result, right? They're committed, they can get the result, and then they're going to actually become a testimonial
Mm-hmm.
and an advocate and an ambassador.
Amen.
Type one in the chat if you never looked at it that way. Type
Mm-hmm.
two in the chat if this is something you really heard, you already heard before.
Right, right. And
And
it's
be honest.
important. Be totally honest. We, like you said, we're giving away our best work when it comes to working with people, when it comes to serving people, right? We gotta trust people with even our information, even what we're teaching them, that they're going to use it and even articulate it the right way. We
Right.
got to have that trust. And what you said earlier with the whole interviewing the clients, that helps too in the trusting as well, to trust their level of commitment, so that way you're not just in front of just random people that are not going to make a change or a difference. Like I said, testimonial, case studies, all those things are important.
Right. Why
Mhm.
why do we as entrepreneurs and people with businesses, right? Why do we always come from a place of scarcity or come from a place of I gotta prove to them that they need
Mm.
me? Why do we do that?
Mm.
If you're confident in what you do, right?
Mhm.
You're confident in the transformation you provide.
Right.
If you're confident in your service product that is high quality, why do we come with the mindset that I need to prove to you that
Right.
you need me?
Mm. Mm. That's even a
Why
life
are
thing too.
why are you seeking validation from your
Yes.
client?
Yes. When you do that, you're going to end up getting some crazy people that treat
Like,
you almost like a slave, for
why
real.
are you needy? Why are
Yeah,
you needy?
yeah.
Why? You have
Mm,
a great message, you have a great brand.
hmm.
All you have to do is be consistent and focused and tie it to the people that really need what you have.
Right. 100%.
Why is it, hey, my name's Miyoko Taylor and this is what I do. And I'm going to do everything possible so you guys can know that you need me.
Hmm.
Instead of, hey, you know what? This is my mission. This is what I'm passionate about. This is my gifting. This is what I do for people. This is the specific type of people I do it for. And I'm going to continue to educate you and to make you aware of the problem that you're going through. I'm going to
Hmm.
make you aware of my process in fixing it. And I'm just going to lay it out consistently every single day. And what's going to happen is you're going to gain confidence and say, hey, you know what? This guy knows what he's talking about. I need him to help me fix it. Listen what I said.
Hmm.
I need him to help me solve that problem.
Right.
A lot of you have to reverse how you think about this.
Change your perspective.
Change your perspective.
Hmm. It's going to
And
change your
listen,
business.
they need you more than you need them.
Hmm.
And you want to know why? You have the life experiences, you have the skill set, you have the gifts. Yes, you need each other. They're going to give you money. You're going to have it's going to help you develop a certain lifestyle. Yeah, sure, sure, but they need you.
Hmm.
They need you.
They absolutely do.
From that perspective, there are specific people out there that need you right now. Change your perspective. Change your perspective.
Got
I
to
don't care if
change
it's
it.
not $5 in your pocket.
Hmm.
I don't care if your bank account is negative. Change your perspective.
That's real.
Change
That
your
is so
perspective.
real. Because
I,
we move out of desperation because we look at what we have now, and we're not looking at the fact that
change your
the whole
perspective.
big picture of the value, the real value of what we offer.
Change your perspective,
That
man.
goes
I'm
down
telling
to
you.
pricing. It goes all the way down to how many people you want to convert this year. You
Yep.
know, you could work with less people of the right people and make a ton of money this fourth quarter than have 50 to 100 people that are not the right fit for you. Go
Right.
ahead.
If you work at perfecting your message, being passionate about what you do, your process, and becoming the best that you can be at it, not better than
Hmm.
anybody else because this is your unique lane.
Right.
If you become and you work at it every single day and you're consistent sharing it every single day. If you come back to me in 60 days and tell me that you didn't get any results, I know you're lying.
Yeah. 100%.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Mm, 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 mm,
And if you're
mm.
not on LinkedIn, you are really missing tens of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
A lot. A whole lot. A whole lot, y'all. Yes, we want to get y'all on this panel to ask y'all questions today. So I did put a link in the chat. What are
Come
we
on, get
calling
on
it?
the
The
hot seat.
board? We're
Get
calling
on the hot.
no
Get it. Are you talking about the breakthrough boardroom? Come on
the
in the boardroom.
breakthrough boardroom.
Come
Yes,
on in the
come on
boardroom.
to the breakthrough
Come on in.
boardroom
Come on in the boardroom. Look,
right
we got
now.
our
If y'all
suit
have
and tie on
questions,
today.
yeah,
We got
we
the suit
ready
and
to
ties on.
talk to
Come on.
y'all.
Who wants
We
to
are
come in? Come on.
y'all. Get on the panel because we know y'all have questions. There's a bunch of y'all on here. So come on panel with us and ask your questions about the no like and trust factor. We call it the KLT factor.
Who we got
Definitely
in
come on
here?
and ask. But you mentioned LinkedIn. You talked about LinkedIn, and I know you and I talk about this all the time, but we know that 100% of y'all that are watching this are not leveraging LinkedIn. I can guarantee that. And what I mean leverage is I'm talking about where you are spending time on that platform, right, for longer than 5 minutes, okay, a day, okay, and you're actually engaging and converting on that platform. I know 100% of you who are watching this are not doing that. So you dived into LinkedIn. Let's go a little bit more deeper into that conversation because we even pivoted to that as well. Why is LinkedIn important in this era that we're in, Miyoko? Why is it? Why is it more important than them going to a TikTok or someplace else? Go ahead.
Okay. So LinkedIn currently now has over 1 billion professionals on it.
Mm, billion.
4 years ago, it was only 350 million.
Mm,
It's over 1 billion
wow.
international.
Wow.
Okay. That's the first thing. The average annual income on LinkedIn is over $105,000 a year. That's the bare minimum. That's poverty level, if you want to kind of make a comparison. So that lets you know that there's earning potential on there. All right. There's plenty of millionaires, plenty of multimillionaires, some billionaires. All right. So you have you have people that can pay you on there. All right. Three, only 1% of people on LinkedIn post every single day. Did you hear what I said? Only 1% of people post every single day on LinkedIn. All right. What does that mean? If you get on there and you consistently deliver value 3 times a week, you're ahead of the curve. If you go on there and deliver value 5 days a week, you're killing it. You deliver value every single day, forget it. In 12 months, you will be the number one voice in your industry, period. So 5 years from now, people will still have an opportunity, but I just told you 1% post on LinkedIn every single day. You would be absolutely crazy not to start to establish your personal brand there.
There you go. It's very important, guys, because we all need to use LinkedIn more. It's definitely not only a
It's
profitable
changing.
platform,
It's
it's
changing.
definitely changing, it's
It's changing.
shifting, it's where we all need to be, especially those of you who are trying to um, you know, sought after, professionals or agencies, okay, or high level income earners, you know, business professionals, corporate professionals, all those things, where you don't have to go through the hassle of, chasing people down. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very direct and tailored platform, and they made it that way early on purpose,
The
right?
psychology is different.
Yes, way different over there. It's way more serious.
They
So,
want to.
like yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say they want to network.
Yeah,
They want to do
they do.
business.
They do.
They
They
want to get
definitely.
to know you from a professional perspective, but
Mhm,
they also want to see the brand. If you look
mhm,
at LinkedIn, if you're on there, go on there today.
mhm, mhm.
You'll see posts about life, about personal development, about all these different things. Why? Because LinkedIn is moving to a social platform.
Exactly.
It's still
Yeah.
professional, but a social platform.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up. I'm telling you, 2 years roll by and you see what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, you see me on there with a couple
Yep.
100,000 followers and all that other stuff. I'm telling you guys,
And when y'all do finally reach out to us, it's gonna be too late. We may be
I'm
at a
telling you,
totally
I
different
am
price
telling
point.
you, I am telling you
Get in
today.
now. Definitely. Get in now. Yeah. So it's also I want to add this too. Gary Vaynerchuk, and you know this, Miogo, has been talking about LinkedIn 10 years ago.
Yes, he has. And
I
I
I,
didn't
I have
listen.
videos like that. He was saying that 10 years ago he was saying, listen, you got to do a video a day on LinkedIn, do a post a day on LinkedIn, all the things. And even if you sell products, right, physical products, you should be on LinkedIn to build partnerships. That's
Correct.
your networking mecca. So it's like, don't play around with your time, guys. If you can leverage LinkedIn, learn how to leverage LinkedIn for the next 89 days, because there's 89 days left in this quarter. You're gonna be running into 2026. Literally. Don't wait. A lot of people wait. Oh, I'll learn about that later. No. Do learn about it now. Learn about it now. Learn more about it now.
And
Yeah.
I even share. I want to be transparent.
Go ahead.
So just some of the things, just being on LinkedIn. I actually built a relationship with a pretty awesome guy. He is the head tech guy for the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm,
The Dallas Cowboys. Would have never met him on Facebook or Instagram.
no,
Right?
definitely not.
Working on a symposium for emotional intelligence
Hmm.
for educators. that's going to go in other states across the country. That happened from LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Have made income on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast. People are wanting to interview me on podcasts now,
Mm-hmm.
offering me to speak. All this is on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Companies have budgets every single year. And for those of you who say, oh, you know what? Well, I make jewelry. Jewelry costs. Where is all the? It's on LinkedIn.
Hands down. Hands
Give
down.
me any industry, and I'm going to tell you need to be on LinkedIn.
Every industry needs to be over there. Y'all need to stop playing with your time. Candace said, I
Oh,
haven't been on
Candace, you
LinkedIn
missing
in
out.
years.
You
It's
missing
time.
out, Candace.
Listen, y'all better type 7 in the chat because we want to definitely send you an amazing resource because you cannot show up on LinkedIn the same way you show up on Facebook or TikTok.
No, you cannot.
So don't leave this live and think, okay, I'm just gonna post the same. No, 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 no. It's a total, it's like Facebook is China and LinkedIn is Bali. You know what I mean? It's different. It's
I would
different. You gotta
say,
learn
I
it.
would say if Facebook is China, LinkedIn is Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, yeah, way foreign, way foreign. Different
Yeah,
language, different culture, different culture, and you got to really respect it and learn how to navigate and strategize through it. Yeah, yeah, but definitely type 7, yours. We want to help you guys out with that because that's where me and Miyoko are at. Yes, we stream all over these other places, but we really hang out most importantly over there because not
that's
only is the conversion better, it's way more longer lasting than any. You build more foundational connections versus here
pe-
on other platforms.
people on Facebook don't come to build relationships.
Mm-hmm,
People on
mm-hmm,
Instagram do not come to build relationships.
mm-hmm,
People on TikTok do not come to build relationships.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Definitely
People
not on
on
TikTok.
people on LinkedIn come to
Yes,
build relationships,
yes, and it's a
to look
protected
for
platform.
jobs,
Mm-hmm.
to look for businesses to network with,
Opportunities,
opportunity.
collaborations.
Correct.
Mm-hmm,
So why would you not be on there?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Makes no sense whatsoever.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. So again, if y'all interested in learning more about our resource, it's absolutely amazing, guys. Y'all going to be missing out by not getting it. Just type 7 in the comments, and we'll definitely send you that info. But more importantly, guys, do it for the fact that we talked about this yesterday. People always want to just start anew, and if that's your thing, I'm not bashing it, but really, you got to say where else can I pivot to that I can still promote what I'm promoting, show up in a different way, and get better results. Where can I go to get it? It's like, let's say if you love tacos, you have some people like a certain type of taco at Taco Bell. Some people like tacos at a different restaurant. It's the same product. It's just the deliverable of it. It's the results that they get from the experience. And those of you who want more of a high level experience, more of a high level connection, LinkedIn is where it's at. It's just hands down. Anybody
You
who's on
said
there
it,
will tell you that.
high level
Mm-hmm.
connection.
Mm-hmm.
You said it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, y'all. All right, I think we touched on a lot of different
A lot.
things today.
A lot.
Absolutely, yes, we're all suited up today. We appreciate you guys so much for coming on. This was another great conversation. We got some more in store coming up very soon for you guys. So again, if you didn't get a chance to grab our resource, make sure that you do, and we'll see y'all next week. Okay,
All right.
bye,
See you later,
guys.
everybody.